How long will Nigeria continue to suffer insecurity under the watch of the APC-led government? We all remember that during Goodluck Jonathan, we have insecurity restrained the northeastern states of Nigeria. But it's so unfortunate that since 2015, we have witnessed more of this insecurity in almost every state of Nigeria. It is now obvious to most people that this thing is actually political. In 2023 general election, Vice President of Nigeria now stated that he is going to be in charge of the security, while the president will be in charge of the economy. And within the last 9 months in office, we have witnessed worse insecurity that have cut across Nigeria. Within the last 2 months, under the nose of Mr. President and the Vice President, even Abuja is no longer safe. We have several attacks. Even an army estate was attacked. We have seen several insecurity that have cut across Nigeria since they took over power. And we are not going to even talk about the worsening retrogressive economic policy that have been put in place by the current. So when you look at the promises being made or the statement being made by the vice presidential candidate of APC and now the vice president of Nigeria, you begin to wonder, is it that they came into power just to worsen the situation of the country or to make it go better? Yesterday, a school was attacked in Kaduna State, which over 200 students has been confirmed kidnapped. Remember that under the watch of the former governor of Borno State, who is now the vice president of Nigeria, Karim Shettima, over 200 girls were kidnapped under his watch. There were so many reports as of that time that he was aware of what was to happen. But the government as of then ignored all the warning signals. In as much as many people tagged it as a political kidnapping, or that the kidnapping was staged, but it could have been seen that since that time to date, we have witnessed numerous kinds of kidnapping. Now, a lady have this to say about the vice president and the current insecurity that has been ravaging.
That is Kashim Shettima. Kashim Shettima, we should not forget Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested in his house. Let us understand, this terrorism, this banditry, this carnage is not just happening by mistake. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
It is now obvious that it will take a very long time for Nigeria to come out of this insecurity. Just barely 4 days ago, the vice president was in Kaduna, the hometown of the former president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, of which there were a series of attacks. We saw how children protested on the street because of the loss of their parents. But yet, here we are again talking about insecurity in Kaduna. Remember, Erufai said,
say that, oh, terrorism is happening, Jonathan is doing nothing. Well done, Jonathan. Are we supposed to do that? We are in opposition. Our job is to look at even good things that they are doing and say they are not doing it well. That is the job of opposition. So we have no apologies for pointing out to Nigerians that this government is incompetent and has failed to provide security.
But under his watch, as the governor of Kaduna State, for complete 8 years, banditry was melted, kidnapping increased, and all manner of crises happened under his watch for 8 years. None of them has been called upon to explain to Nigerians why the persistent insecurity in Nigeria. Is there something that we are yet to understand as to the reason why the insecurity in Nigeria is gaining more momentum? The Nigerian army were neutralizing the Eastern Security Network and the IPOB in the eastern region of Nigeria. But one of the things that many people continue to ask, including myself, is that, is it the eastern region of Nigeria that needs so much attention of the Nigerian military? This go a long way to agree to some political spectrum and some people that this is more like trying to suppress that particular region and painting a narrative that is not actually true. Because the Eastern Security Network, according to when it was established by Nnamdi Kanu, of which is under the detention of the DSS for over 3 years now, even though the court have numerously asked them to release him, the network was built to defend the people of the eastern region from every attack of the Fulani herdsmen. But then the same thing happened in the western region, of which Sunday Igboho came out with his own group, which he later ran to Benin Republic when they came after him, just like Mizi Nnamdi Kanu. Now he has been released, maybe probably because his brother is now the president of Nigeria. So this will now go by what I said earlier, that is painting a lot of narrative that one could easily agree to instead of disagreeing with some certain actions and inaction from the federal government. Why is so much presence of the Nigerian military in the eastern region? Is there any high level of kidnapping? Is there a high level of terrorism within that region by killing and destroying of houses by the said group? They only ask for a liberation to depart from the country called Nigeria. But in as much as the federal government or Nigeria as a government never wants that division to happen anytime soon, why is it that they are always in that place when you get to the northern part, you continue to see or hear about kidnapping, attacking of Fulani herdsmen, banditry, Boko Haram operation going on within the northeastern region, the northwest, and even the middle belts? Now, some people have this belief that there is an agenda, just like the former military general T.Y. Danjuma once said.
Peace in this state is under assault. There's an attempt at ethnic cleansing in this state, and of course in all the riverine states of Nigeria. We must resist it. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
Is it true that this is the reason why the government or some certain people or political elites have been quiet about what is going on within the northwest, the north central, and then putting more military pressure in the southeastern part of the country, so that if they are able to achieve their aim from the southwest and the north central region, then whatever happened in the southeast is a gun for them? Is that the reason? I am only asking question, and I think it is high time that we come out clean in order to do things that will make people to stop being suspicious about things that are happening within our beloved nation Nigeria. What do you have to say? Let's have this conversation at the comment section. Thank you for watching.